Welcome. I'm Lindsay Bridges from Charlotte Center for Mindfulness, and I'm glad that you are practicing with me this morning. I want to start with a quote from Maya Angelou. I long, as does every other human being, to be at home wherever I find myself. That's a powerful longing. A longing that, if we learn to attend to with the right kind of wisdom and care, can open up a refuge for ourselves in any given moment. And obviously, we in this practice are cultivating the possibility of being at home in any moment, right with our breath, right with our bodies. This gives us this possibility of dropping into safe haven, safe harbor, home base anytime we need. We do this through a willingness to cultivate a kind of attention that knows how to be with this body, mind, and heart in a way that makes a difference. So we're going to do a body scan this morning, a short body scan. And I really invite you to not just pay attention to the various parts of the body as we move through them and the breath, but pay attention to how you pay attention. That's what allows this to become home, the safe place. I'm going to share one last quote before we start. This comes from Ajahn Susito. He's a British monk in the Thai forest tradition. I've been reading a lot of lately. I really appreciate his teachings. And in this one, he's talking about the importance of learning to sustain and deepen our intention for kindness. So what he says, and really think about this, hear these words as how you apply them to this body scan, to whatever you meet in your own mind, body, heart as we do this practice. We sustain and deepen the intent of kindness, irrespective of the various identities and shadow forms that arise in awareness. Isn't that what it's like? We turn to the body thinking I'm just going to be with the elbow, and instead I find I'm caught up in all my shadow entanglements instead. So we sustain and deepen an intention of kindness, of being with this. He says, that's enough. We establish clear awareness and sustain kindness in the moment where impressions occur and where responses arise. It's not about conjuring up any great feelings of emotional warmth, but a process of staying in touch, of not blaming oneself or others, of not going to the past to rehash old issues. The staying at that point of the hurt, ill will, and pain begins to carry the awareness across to compassion and transpersonal wisdom. So, what is it like to stay with whatever arises in the body, mind, heart, and practice with an intention of kindness, goodwill, empathy, letting go? This is what carries us into a deeper wisdom that we can then carry forward into our life. So let's practice. Finding whatever posture best supports your body. Eyes can be open or closed, whichever way you prefer. Taking a moment for a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. I always like to start a practice with acknowledging what's present in this moment now for me. Just a short taking the pulse of the moment or the weather. So offer a couple of breaths in and out so you notice what's present in the body, mind, heart, the whole of you in this moment. Kind of whether it's going on in the thinking mind, the emotional mind, the body, whatever's here, seeing what it's like to stay with this, not trying to conjure up any great feelings of emotional warmth, but with a simple act of kindness, of being with any hurt, ill will, or pain that might be present, without blame, without judgment. Offering it a breath in and out. And for this body scan, we're going to actually start at the top of the head. So allowing the awareness to move up to the top of the head and really invite you to not just connect with whatever sensations are here, but to explore this doing, this moving the awareness to the top of the head as an act of kindness. Connect with gravity, any kind of very gentle downward energy rooting into the earth below. Whatever sensations here for you. Breathing in, breathing out. If that image of sending the breath to the top of the head, breathing in and out right through that part of the body, if that imagery works for you, allowing yourself to explore this. Otherwise, just a soft touch of breath in the scalp, and awareness slowly drifting down through the entire scalp, into the forehead and the temples. Be really curious about any parts of the body that you notice with any clenching, tightness. Again, not trying to change or fix anything. Just allow a simple awareness as an act of kindness to explore this part of the body. Sending the breath in and out here, across the eyebrows, between the eyes and the eyebrows, dropping down into the eyes, the eyeballs, resting into the sockets. Maybe you can even feel that little bit of gravity. It's gentle, allowing the eyeballs to nest into the sockets, release completely into their home base. Coming down into the face, the cheeks. No need to set the expression in any way. And if you want to explore what it's like to invite a very small half smile, this is actually what our face is like at total rest. Very gentle half smile, but not trying to force anything. If it's not there, let it go. And coming to the nose, the nostrils, you feel that gentle flaring in and out with in-breath and out-breath. And ears, and lips, and the teeth, the inside of the mouth, jaw and the chin. Make sure you include in this field of awareness the whole of the head, the ears, the entire scalp, the back side of the head, the inside of the head. Breathing in, breathing out. Awareness of head as an intentional act of kindness. Willingness to meet whatever this moment is like for you without judgment, whether the mind is settling readily into the body sensation or popping all off here and there, distracted, meeting it all as an intentional act of kindness with acknowledgement, validation, and finding out what it's like to come back to the home of this breath and body again and again. Down into the neck, the shoulders. Again, curious about any tension, tightness, seeing what's ready to be released, letting go. Of course, the other side of letting go is letting be. Whatever actually isn't ready to let go of. We learn to bring compassionate awareness into parts that are tense, tight, just as they are. Down into the arms, all the way down to the hands. Notice wherever your hands are resting. Allow the breath, if you wish, to swoosh in and out from the top of the head all the way down to the fingertips, from the fingertips back out through the top of the head. It's ventilating the body, bringing in fresh energy, new life. Each in-breath, each out-breath, a letting go. And then the torso, the chest, gentle inflation, deflation of lungs, beating of heart, coming down into the belly, belly rising and falling. Feel into the back, the entire length of the spine, allowing gravity rooting right from the top of the spine all the way down, out through the tailbone into the earth below. Real strength of the spine in this rooting. Of course, whenever we really open to noticing the strength of rooting, there is this natural counterbalance of energy arising. The spine naturally lengthens, stretches high. Breathing in and out, the entire torso, pelvic region, hips, feeling down into the sits bones, contact with the chair, or the floor, or wherever you're sitting. Allow the breath to be with the entire torso, arms, hands, head, neck. As awareness continues to move down into the thighs, the muscles here. Is there any habit of contracting in the thigh muscles? Holding tension here. Offering this release down into the knees, the lower legs and ankles, the feet. Noticing wherever your feet are in contact with the floor. Finally, out to the toes. Opening up the field of awareness from the toes all the way to the top of the head. Explore drawing the breath in through the top of the head, filling the entire body, sending the breath out right down into the ground through the feet. Drawing the breath in through the bottoms of the feet, filling the entire body, allowing the breath to leave out through the top of the head. This imagery is useful for you, exploring this golden wave, new breath, new life, washing in through the entire body and washing right out, carrying with it whatever needs to be let go of. And then the next new warm breath, new life, new energy, washing back through the other direction. The breath begins to settle into its natural rhythm, the body alive, recognizing the potential, the capacity, the power of knowing our own breath and body as home, as refuge, safe harbor, no matter what, no matter the conditions, as long as we are willing to explore this connection with this life energy as an act of intentional kindness, care, no judgment, no blame, or where blame and judgment do arise, bringing no judgment, no blame to the rising of judgment and blame, meeting whatever's here. Staying at the point of hurt, ill will, and pain, then begins to carry the awareness across to compassion and transpersonal wisdom. That is our home. Lovely to practice with you this morning. Just as a reminder, if for any reason listening is better for you than signing in on the computer and finding the visual of the podcast is up and alive. You can see our website or wherever you get your podcasts. All of these teachings are freely offered. We appreciate practicing with you. And if you'd like to share in our mission, we appreciate any financial support for offering these. And our website has a donation button and page that any support is welcome. So thank you and sending you good wishes on your day.